love to be from New Haven. Like, that's a big thing, that's a big deal.
You know, New Haven is, I think, unquestionably sort of the cultural capital of the state.
Downtown New Haven is to me, one of the most exciting places on the East Coast.
Or do you guys just have like packs for them, right?
So we do packs for Pokemon and all that, yeah. Yeah, we're looking for mostly Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay, I'm not from this state.
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from Jersey.
Right,
But
okay.
I was traveling around the state and
Yeah.
I wanted to see what's your best like Yu-Gi-Oh!
Nearby is Branford. There's Phantasm Games. Check that out.
Yeah, so I think New Haven is particularly unique in that we're sort of a college town, but we're not like a total college town, but we have a lot of people here because of, you know, Yale or the other universities. We have a lot of people here because of the hospital system. And so we have a lot of people that did not grow up in the city, that come to the city and are looking for places to meet people, places to know people. There's ways that the city sort of embraces that somewhat transient nature of the population, right? Even if you've been here your whole life, you still have to deal with that there's always new people too, you know? A lot of people in, a lot of people out, you know, constantly in flux. You know, there's a lot of new people, there's a lot of people that have been here forever, but there's a lot of people that are new, and having sort of those social spaces gives people this sort of plug and play community.
I would say I like the diversity of New Haven, what Yale University brings to the city, the convergence of cultures, and really the dining scene, the nightlife. You know, that's what's fun to me. I've been in nightlife since I was not old enough to be in nightlife. So it's exciting to see the city evolve with its entertainment options.
In New Haven, you never know who you're going to see. There's so many different, you walk in a door, you know, there could be 3 spots right next to each other, and you walk in a door and you get a totally different feel in every spot.
Jazzy's came about in 2020, right around the pandemic. And basically, my team and I, we've hosted many events throughout Connecticut, throughout New England. And we just really wanted to do something that took things to the next level. So me, along with my family, we came together, we found a space, and initially our goal was to have a space for events. And from there, it just kind of morphed into a cabaret.
In the beginning, we were definitely in a little box. And as time went on and Jason got more and more creative, there's no one way to describe this place. No one way to describe the vibe. There's no one way to describe the entertainment, anything.
Jazzy's was meant to be our place. When I say our place, I mean a place for the culture. You know, African American, Caribbean, African culture. Elm City Games is my friend. That's Matt. Fantastic. They're doing something that no one's doing, at least I've seen. I'm from New Haven, born and raised, and to me, that's an amazing hub because no one's doing it.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, you know, I have a design studio, and I've been doing that for longer than Elm City Games. You know, I've been working in the game industry, and you know, I was hanging out with a friend of mine who owned a coffee shop, and I had been doing a bunch of game events. You know, at the coffee shop, we used to do board game brunch. We used to do, you know, all kinds of different game nights and events like that. And, you know, the shop's pretty empty at night and closed early. So we were like, well, you know, a game cafe, it's kind of a cool thing. This was, you know, 8.5 years ago, 2016. And, you know, originally we were just, oh, well, let's move my ridiculously large game collection into like a back space in the coffee shop, and then we can just, you know, charge people $5 to come in and play games. And then, you know, we had over 600 people turn up to our opening day. It was like squeezing room only, like it was, you know, crazy and exceeded all of our sort of like wildest expectations. So we have exploded from where we were and what we were expecting. It was a very pleasant surprise, I guess.
3, 4, so 6 goes onto the battlefield. Yeah. And then I can return a non-avatar creature or planeswalker card to my graveyard. So my hand.
Yeah, I think I do want to cast that. You can go on to.
Next up was deck.
You
tutor for your card?
If you want to wait for me to tutor, that's
I'll do
totally,
2.
totally your call.
I don't know.
So
I definitely, I kind of trust you to not tutor
Well,
in
yeah, I
response
know.
to
Right.
my play.
I should not do that.
Crater.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Race 4 runners.
Third spaces or third places are sort of built around the idea that in our lives we have sort of 3 spaces that we primarily exist in. We have our home, we have our work, and then we have this third place, and that's, you know, our community or socialization.
It's actually all of our first time here.
Oh, it's your first time here?
Yeah.
Well, what made you come?
Just, you know, check out the selection, play some games.
How have you enjoyed it so far?
Good.
Fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy the night. Thank you guys. Everyone. See you later.
I've met everyone I hang out with currently. I've met at this job. It's a great space, a spot for people to come and hang out and do cool things and meet like-minded people.
Jazzy's is great. You know, Jason's a cool neighborhood guy. Here we're sort of organized around games. There is sort of organized around that kind of cabaret, you know, bar vibe. We have a lot of really community-oriented places in the neighborhood.
I feel we have an immense impact, and I feel we'll continue to have an immense impact. We've really changed the game when it comes to just embracing the arts and creative scene.
I would describe Jazzy's as inviting, as exciting, vibey.
So we're here as a one-stop shop. We've done comedy shows, burlesque shows, we've had drag brunches. We're so inclusive. I swear we've done at least 50 different type of events in here since we've been open.
It's lively. It's diverse.
That's what we bring to it. It's just, you know, that warm and fuzzy, hey, Jazzy's is our home.
Yeah, you're looking good. See, fellas, y'all remember back in the day, man, you was at a party with your boys. You know, y'all was out, you said, hey, I'm going out with my fellas. And she said, okay. She said, oh, they throw some Biggie on you. Hey! Oh, that's my joint right here. And you bump into someone. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How you doing, huh? I ain't mean to step on your foot. You okay? She looking nice and stuff. Okay. Before you know, you start dancing with her. You didn't realize you.
Moving forward, I want us to continue to be a namesake in Connecticut. But more importantly, I want Jazzy's name to ring bells across America and across the world.
I'd really like our legacy to be that we're more than a game store.
So when people come into Connecticut, I want them to have Jazzy's as one of their pit stops.
You know, I want to be a place that people talk about when they're like, oh, you're going to New Haven, what are some of the spots you should go check out? Like, I'd love to be, you know, on that. I mean, we're on that list.
Memories are made at Jazzy's, and I think that's what we give. We give a place for all different types of memories, baby showers, communions, weddings. We had our wedding here, Jason and I.
We had a jazz show here about a year and a half ago, and in our main dining room is a gentleman sitting. I went and touched the table, see how he was doing. He was all the way from Israel, and he told me, he said, hey, my daughter goes to Yale, and I told her I wanted to go to a jazz club, a jazz lounge. And lo and behold, he ended up in Jazzy's Cabaret.